now, from the station you count on for local news that matters, this is KARK4 News at 10 in high definition.
At least 3 victims inside the Power Ultra Lounge shooting. Members of a family police have been connecting as part of ongoing violence we're seeing in the capital city. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. Bob Clausen actually has this evening off. As it turns out, this family also connected to a major household name, not just here in Central Arkansas, but really across the country. KARK4's Victoria Price joining us now to break this all down and also show us some newly obtained video taken outside the club in the immediate aftermath of that shooting. So in this video, you see former Razorback and current Dallas Cowboy Darren McFadden showing up at the club right after the shooting, right, Victoria?
Yes, Bob, the video has actually started to make the rounds on social media. A lot of people wondering if that was really him and why he was there. Well, I spoke with McFadden's mother. She confirms that, yes, that was indeed him there. In fact, a bunch of their family showed up because 3 of their family members were shot that night. And as we dug a bit deeper into this, we discovered this is a family all too familiar with the violence.
One of the who boys?
Muhammad boys. That's what this is all about.
Yeah. It's a name that keeps coming up. And while you may not recognize it,
Darren McFadden in the building, man.
you'll recognize his. That star NFL running back Darren McFadden scrambling to Power Ultra Lounge early Saturday morning. McFadden's mother, Manae Muhammad, confirming to us that McFadden rushed to the scene to check on 3 of his relatives shot in the melee, including 16-year-old Marquette Muhammad. The Muhammads make up much of McFadden's immediate family in the area. But the shooting at Power Ultra Lounge, not the first time the Muhammad family has found themselves caught up in Little Rock violence. We're told it dates back to September 2016 when 2 of McFadden's relatives, both teenagers, were shot a block away from Central High School. One of those teens paralyzed in the attack. Since then, we've found at least 7 other occasions where members of this family or their homes were victims of gunfire. McFadden's mother, Manae's home, caught in the crossfire at least 3 of those times. But while we keep hearing about the same who,
That's what this is all about.
what we still need to learn is why. And when I spoke to the matriarch of the Muhammad family, that's Darren McFadden's mother, McNay, she just said that she wants to see this violence come to an end. And with so many members of her family affected by this, you can certainly understand why. And just in the last hour, McFadden actually tweeted out a statement about the shooting and about his family involved, saying in part, out of concern for all the people affected by this horrible tragedy, I went down to the scene to check on my relatives and offer any help that I could. He thanked all those who've reached out with concern about his family, adding, I want to again send my thoughts and prayers to all of those affected by the shooting. Bob.
All right, Victoria, thanks very much. The rapper who was on stage when shots rang out opened fire less than a week earlier outside a different club in Arkansas, hitting a man in the neck. Federal authorities allege in a complaint. Here's what we know. After leaving Little Rock, Ricky Hampton was arrested in Alabama on warrants from Forest City, where he had performed at a club at Club Envy on June 25th. According to a statement from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Hampton was leaving the club in Forest City when he began screaming at a person in a car that he believed was blocking his way. He became impatient, pointing a gun at that person. As the person drove away, he fired a shot and shattered the rear window, hitting the driver in the neck. Hampton also has a felony conviction for aggravated robbery in Tennessee. We're also learning more about how the nightclub's owner ran his business before it was shut down. According to Little Rock's Treasury Division, he operated under an expired business license for nearly 7 months. The division says business has never been shut down just for having an invalid business license. But Arkansans asked KARK4's Jesse Tudor just exactly why that is.
2 days before shots rang out at Power Ultra Lounge, hitting 25 people, the owner paid the city of Little Rock for his business license. But it was nearly 7 months late.
That's appalling.
The city as a whole needs to do a better job of enforcing codes and regulating these places rather than just let them go on underground. And then when something happens, it's a big surprise.
According to the city's Treasury Division, of its 12,000 business accounts, collectors have to work to get payments for expired licenses from about 2,000 to 3,000 every year. The division says not all of the accounts are storefronts. Some are rentals or home offices. But Power Ultra Lounge was notorious for dragging its feet on payments.
We have to pay for our driver's license and all that. Business owners have to pay for it to have their business. If it's the law, obey the law.
The division says the nightclub paid in full what it owed the city, about $450, including fines, just 2 days before the concert.
It was going to be a big thing, and they decided to follow the rules, but If they were regulated and rules were enforced beforehand, this probably wouldn't have never happened.
A reason these Arkansans are calling for a crackdown on businesses.
As well as the owner, I see the city at fault for things like this happening.
If they're not paying, their license fees, they shouldn't be in business. It's easy.
Shut them down.
Jesse Tenor reporting. The Treasury Division says the owner's city alcohol permit expired June 30th, the day of the concert. If still open, he would owe $1,500. 2 days later, and many questions remain. We took some of your questions and went directly to police. Were police aware, one question, were police aware that Ricky Hampton, a.k.a. Finesse 2 Times, was performing and had active warrants in Arkansas? According to an LRPD spokesperson, police were unaware that Ricky Hampton was performing or that he had active warrants out of Forest City until after the shooting investigation began. Was the police department not aware of the promotional images that featured the performer with a gun, a weapon shouldered? It's unclear whether any officers who monitor social media or these type of venues had seen the promotion. Officers are following up on that question, though. And is there a reason Hampton was not questioned immediately after the shooting? I guess you could say, yeah, there is. Hampton was able to leave the scene in the chaos. He was gone before any questioning even started, basically. He is slated to appear before a federal magistrate judge in Alabama and then be extradited to Arkansas for questioning in relation to the shooting. After news of the shooting broke, a performer at a different nightclub canceled his appearance. Houston rapper Slim Thug was scheduled to perform at Club Envy on Sunday night, but canceled following the mass shooting at Power Ultra Lounge. The owners of Club Envy say they agree with the cancellation because safety is the #1 priority. They say every person who comes through their doors is carded and searched. No word on when or if Slim Thug will perform. An eviction notice slapped on the front door of Power Ultra Lounge isn't just kicking out the nightclub. There's some collateral damage. The Veg, a local vegan restaurant, opened on the first floor of the facility several months ago after its previous home in the River Market. The owner says business was booming. Things were going great. He just hired 6 new employees, planned to open a second location, but now he doesn't even have one location this weekend because of the shooting.
Sucks. I don't know. I can't know where to say it, but we're blessed that nobody got hurt really seriously, and that all my people, we're all still around, and we got a chance to rebuild.
Swift still looking for a new place to hang his sign. Following this week's shooting, we are hosting a Victory Over Violence blood drive to help replenish the blood supply. We hope you join us on Wednesday from 9:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night at the American Red Cross Blood Center on South Monroe Street. The first 50 donors will get a Victory Over Violence t-shirt. Everybody will get to know that they have given someone the gift of life. As always, we're going to continue to follow this developing story throughout the evening into the coming days. Follow us on air on our app and online at arkansasmatters.com and all of our social media platforms.
I was scared that the bullet was going to hit me.
The grandmother of that 9-year-old let us talk to her so we could hear the impact these drive-bys are having on kids, children in the community. KARK4's Price McKeon joining us now with this. And Price, how many people have been shot or have been, I guess, near a shooting the last few days?
Well, Bob, 34 people have been shot in 9 days. 25 of those people were shot in the nightclub last Saturday. But before that shooting, there were a rash of an uptick in drive-bys that we've been reporting on. And so I went to those neighborhoods today to find out from people how they're coping with hearing about all these shootings going around. Less than 2 weeks ago, there was a drive-by shooting in front of these neighbors' homes. It was just one of 10 drive-bys in Little Rock in just a 9-day period. Police have arrested 2 people for 2 of the drive-bys. They say they're looking for 3 more people connected to other drive-bys. These shootings are terrifying kids, and we saw and heard it firsthand.
I like playing with my friends at my summer camp.
That's awesome. You're in a summer camp?
There we go. Come back, Chris. Come on back. Come on back, baby. It's a long ways away. Come on back. Come on back. Come on, I'll go with you. Come on, I'll go with you. I'll catch the bullet for you. Come on, finish talking. Don't be scared.
And you can just see the impact there. I want to clarify again that that grandmother did allow us to talk with her, and we were all shocked when we heard what sounded like a gunshot. By the time we left there, that little girl was chatting. She gave me a hug, and she was telling me about her favorite ice cream flavor. Back to you.
Heartbreaking to see little kids running for cover when they hear something like that. Price, thanks very much. More than ever, it's time to step up and declare victory over violence. Here in Little Rock, you're invited to attend our second Victory Over Violence Walk. We're holding that Saturday, July 15th, starting at 8:30 a.m. We're going to be at the parking lot of the Arkansas Arts Center. After the walk, there will be a family-friendly event with free food, kids' activities, and a bunch of giveaways. Please come out and join us. Turning now to a KARK4 News update for you. A federal appeals court panel actually has upheld the bribery conviction and prison sentence of a former Arkansas judge. Former Circuit Judge Michael Maggio admitted to reducing a jury award against a nursing home operator in exchange for campaign contributions. Maggio tried unsuccessfully last year to withdraw his guilty plea. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but had been allowed to remain free pending his appeal. Coming up, take a different look at the Power Ultra Lounge shooting and just exactly try to figure out what's going on here. We're going to look at the whys and the whos and take a look at those who are left to pick up the pieces. We'll have more on that coming up.
And another day with temperatures just a bit below average for this time of year. Both highs and lows below our average of 92 and 73. 87 and 70, the numbers in Little Rock today. About a ½ inch of rain. And you can bet with all that humidity, you're going to get some biting going on. Mosquito monsoon continues. Your forecast will continue in just a couple minutes.
From the station that brings you local news that matters, this is KARK4 News at 10 with Bob Clausen, Ashley Katz, and Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan. KARK4 News is sponsored by Everett Buick GMC.
Everett is proud to support the Boys and Girls Club, where kids are encouraged to be the best they can be in everything they do. Everett Buick GMC, family owned, customer friendly.
Cleo's 4th of July celebration is going on now.
This 7-piece bed jumpsuit just $6.97. Down in style for only $188.
Hurry into Cleo's today.
Dairy foods they love. Give them Highland, healthy and wholesome, fresh from your hometown dairy.
Whatever your plans are for the 4th, you'll find low prices on everything for your celebration at Kroger.
Take-home pork back ribs for just $2.88 a pound, and Northwest red cherries are $2.49 a pound.
Store-wide savings during Cleo's 4th of July celebration.
This bonded leather sofa, only $188. Queen memory foam mattress set, just $299.
Media consoles starting at $129. Shop Cleo's today.
Severe storms are increasing every year, and Arkansas is no exception. Damage to your roof goes unnoticed. Don't wait until you have a leak. Call Benson Restoration for your free inspection. Here at Benson, we're experts at working with the insurance company, so you don't have to. Call 877-GO-BENSON.
Now, from KARK4, your weather authority, Arkansas's certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.
Well, though we have seen our share of temperatures a bit below average so far this summer, really not a whole lot of complaints. I don't think people want to see it in the mid-90s to low 100s, heat index values running up to 110. Well, maybe some folks do. Certainly not the best pool weather the last couple of days with those rounds of showers and thunderstorms, but at least during the afternoon hours, things have quieted down somewhat. And with the breaks in the clouds during the course of the afternoon for much of the state, temperatures back into the 80s to around 90 degrees, although Jonesboro, the last to see the showers clear and the only ones to experience a tornado earlier this morning, EF1 touching down in Jonesboro, causing some damage, but fortunately no significant injuries. And 90 degrees, the state hotspots at Hot Springs and in Camden, 88 at Stuttgart, and 86 degrees for our friends up in Clinton. This evening, just after 10 o'clock, temperatures are warm, and it is sultry out there. Humidity still very, very high. We're holding in the 70s to around 80 degrees. Monticello and Hot Springs at 80 right now. Still 82 out at Fort Smith. 77 at Searcy, and right here in the capital city with partly cloudy skies, it is 77 degrees. Those dew points in the oppressive mid-70s. It feels like it's 78 at this hour. No cooling breeze, winds are calm, and the barometer 29.98, and it is currently steady. Well, things are getting a little bit noisy just off to our west. A couple of showers now beginning to make their way into far northwest Arkansas, and that trend is going to continue during the overnight hours. Now, much of central eastern Oklahoma back to North Texas and the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles under severe thunderstorm watches through the evening, and those watches continue into tonight. Now, that complex of thunderstorms will be making its way east-southeastward toward the state. And the reason why we've been seeing these nocturnal MCSs, or nighttime mesoscale convective systems, thunderstorm complexes, is because in the upper levels of the atmosphere, winds are out of the northwest and they cross Kansas and Oklahoma. They turn a little bit more easterly when they head toward Arkansas. But during the heat of the day and in the early evening hours, we get these big complexes of thunderstorms develop across the plains, and they make their way east and southeastward. Now, fortunately for us, the trend has been for those storms to weaken during the early morning hours, just after midnight, and that'll be the case once again tonight. A few showers and thunderstorms are going to be moving into the northwestern quarter of Arkansas. I think the best chance of rain first thing tomorrow will be from Little Rock and points off to the north. Some of the thunderstorms could still be producing some heavy rain and some gusty winds, but widespread severe weather is not expected. More thunderstorms developing during the middle part of the day, but actually as the disturbance moves to our east, we'll get some subsidence in the atmosphere behind it, so rain chances will drop somewhat for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Good news for the fireworks. But a few more rounds of showers and thunderstorms could be expected as we head into the day on Wednesday. Much the same story for Thursday, but by Thursday and Thursday night, we'll see a drying trend as somewhat drier mid-level air works in from the northern plains. But you see a front making its way into the top part of our map. That's headed our way as we head into the weekend. In Little Rock tonight, 50% chance of thunderstorms toward dawn. Look for a low of 73. For tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms a good bit early, especially along and north of I-40. That chance, though, dropping during the afternoon to about 30%, high 88. Weather impact number for tonight, tomorrow, and for Wednesday, we're going to put it at 4 for those thunderstorm chances. Again, widespread severe weather is not anticipated. Never could rule out an isolated strong or severe thunderstorm over the next couple of days. But again, the trend will be for drying weather as we head into Friday. High temperatures in the mid-90s. But over the weekend, Bob, another cold front heads our way, and that humidity will mix with it, and that means more scattered showers and thunderstorms for Saturday, Sunday, and on into Monday. Only really 1 or 2 days at or above high temperatures normal for this time of year. The rest of the time, upper 80s to around 90.
So much stuff happening tomorrow. Total washout?
No, I think the best chance of having a barbecue that won't get wet will be after about 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Okay, pretty good timing, and I think the fireworks for the most part should be in good shape with rain chances on the way down.
Morning activities?
There'll be morning activities that may have to be pushed to the afternoon.
Okay. Just the same.
Just the same.
Be safe and enjoy it. All right, Keith, thanks very much. Well, coming up, we're going to show you some of the top highlights from the Razorbacks' new featured running back. Plus, one of the offensive linemen for Arkansas, Johnny Gibson. And he kicks off our series on impact players for the Hogs. All coming up.
KARK4 News is sponsored by Wilson Auctioneers. Why list it when Wilson can sell it?
Whatever your plans are for the 4th, you'll find low prices on everything for your celebration at Kroger.
Take home pork back ribs for just $2.88 a pound, and Northwest red cherries are $2.49 a pound.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is on.
It's going to work. I promise you. We can figure this out.
A little help?
Hold on, Mom. No, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. It's not a question. It's a thing.
Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now with summer's hottest offer. Get 0% for 72 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Now through July 5th, first responders, all active military, veterans, and retirees get an additional $1,000 appreciation cash on top of current offers.
How do you want to live? As a decent person? Good husband? Is that it? good? Of course not. King of the Hill? Better. Top of your game? Win. All powerful. Like a boss. Like a pro. We couldn't agree more. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC with 17% below MSRP on specially equipped 2017 Sierra SLT models. That's nearly $11,000 on this Sierra.
Hank's Happy Birthday USA sale. With power reclining, top grade leather sofas only $9.99.
And your sales tax paid.
Slipcover sectionals with deluxe down seating only $19.99.
And your sales tax paid.
Hand-carved queen mansion beds only $6.99.
And your sales tax paid.
Now through July 4th at Hank's Fine Furniture.
So, moving on to our cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp. Who doesn't love cheddar?
Hope it's not too sharp.
We all love biscuits.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
Well, those two things are what inspired my new butterfly shrimp.
Why do they call it butterfly shrimp?
Because they fly. Oh, boy. Into my mouth. Let's eat.
Hurry in for 8 of my cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp, new ghost pepper jelly, side, and a biscuit for just $5.99.
KARK4 News is brought to you by FFO Home. This is KARK4 News at 10 in high definition.
We have been put on notice. What happened at Power Ultra Lounge was a wake-up call to the city of Little Rock and the state of Arkansas. Not just the people who run it, protect and serve it, or populate it, but all of us. The who's, where's, what's, and why's will all be worked out sooner or later. It's a firm hand that must now address the how comes. We all better be ready for it. First, how come with a poster like this advertising the event in a city already dealing with random deadly gun violence, there wasn't a TSA-like checkpoint making sure guns weren't in there? White Earp figured that out in the late 1800s, no exceptions, and it worked. How come a restaurant was acting as a club? The mayor addressed that and plans to tighten policy. Shouldn't have been happening in plain sight. How come, if there was anyone out there who knew of brewing trouble and guns inside that club, didn't just say something? That's a crime. If you are out there, you bear the burden of responsibility as well. How come minors got into that club? How come minors were out at all? Moms and dads, guardians, this one's on you. No matter how bad you feel, you could be feeling a lot worse. How come Little Rock's curfew laws weren't being enforced? They're there. If doubling down on these and other issues to keep people safe and alive hurts someone's feelings, or you feel is against policy or poor political judgment, tell it to the victims or the countless other unsuspecting victims enjoying life until a stray bullet ends it. How come no one was killed? Because for whatever reason, we've been put on notice. And now we have these people with us today giving Victory Over Violence a choir of voices who say put down the guns, get civil, get right, and get along. Because by the grace of whoever you pray to, by millimeters, this city missed a mass funeral event few others have ever seen. Even after the murders of toddlers and innocents, we can't say we haven't been warned. So together, let's act.
Our mission to help our city declare victory over violence continues.
On Saturday, July 15th, join us for the Downtown Victory Walk through another historic area of Little Rock, around the MacArthur Park neighborhood.
Trav's giveaways, Victory Over Violence t-shirts, kids activities, and free food from Guatney's Big Red Grill.
It's time to walk the walk and be a part of the solution.
The Downtown Victory Walk meet here on Saturday morning, July 15th at 8:30, right in front of the Arkansas Arts Center.
We're here, and here, and here, and here. So, think about it. How many Middleton vans have you seen today? Because we're here, there, and everywhere. Middleton Heat and Air. Here for you.
When you're in pain, your spine is often the center of the problem, but it's not always the only factor. Dr. Qureshi and his staff at Arkansas Spine and Pain are here to fix the underlying issues that are slowing you down and causing your headaches. Whether you suffer from knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, or pain related to your cancer treatment, we want to help provide relief so you can get back to what's really at the center of your life. Call us today at Arkansas Spine and Pain and get your life back ASAP.
We have a job to do to protect the peace, the pride, and the people of our city. Working as a Memphis police officer will give you the opportunity to solve complex problems and create meaningful change every day. Learn the true value of a rewarding career in law enforcement with the Memphis Police Department. Do you have the strength to serve?
Our recruitment team will be in Little Rock July 5th at the Homewood Suites, 400 River Market Avenue, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We will see you there to join the best in blue. Visit joinmpd.com for more details.
Haverty's Furniture helps your home look perfect, even when life isn't.
Are you sure you don't want me to call an exterminator?
Oh, come on, it's just a raccoon that got in the attic. And there she is. Oh, look, babies! Ah!
Darren, get it! They're on the move.
Honey, what's going on? She's got me cornered.
How big is she?
It's a call.
Save up to $1,000 at the Star Spangled Sale. Haverty's, life looks good.
At Middleton, we're here with free estimates, here with second opinions, here to make sure you get the best price and the job is done right. Why do we do it? Because it's the right thing to do, and that's how it should be. Middleton Heat and Air. We're here.
Watch KARK4 today, tomorrow morning from 4 to 7. Now, from Fayetteville, high on the hill, this is your Pig Trail Nation Report, powered by your Arkansas Select Buick GMC dealers.
All right, we're thinking about football and fall camp later this month. Tonight, we are rolling out the first of 25 segments on the most impactful Razorbacks going into practice. Johnny Gibson getting the nod after 5 starts in his sophomore year, all coming in the last 5 games of the season. Now, Gibson from Dumas earned a scholarship just before the Belk Bowl. The O-line reeling as the Hogs entered their November schedule, got a huge boost from Gibson in the first game that month. He bounced back in the spring after a few accountability issues. So, again, just to clarify, running through July 27th, we will unveil a different Razorback each day. Each one is expected among the top 25, and we will find out if they, in fact, will follow through and have the biggest impact as we count down to fall camp. Let us know what you think. We are on Twitter, at Pig Trail Nation, and Facebook as well. There is no doubt sophomore Devois Whaley will be on our list. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's rewind to 2016. The Beaumont, Texas native rushed for over 600 yards as a freshman. The game at Little Rock against Alcorn State featured Whaley finding a seam, taking it all the way to the house for a 75-yard score on his first carry in that matchup. 135 yards on 9 carries. Part of the stat line that day for Whaley. However, if you have to single out one play that quickly stands out to Devois, it is from the battle for the boot last November.
I would have to say the LSU game. When I stood for Jamal Adams, that was surreal too. You know, him being a top 10 draft pick, and you know, me doing that to him, it just, like I said, it was just a real feeling. You know, it shows how much hard work I put in, and felt like that I was being underestimated at the time too. So you never underestimate anyone. You always play every play like it's your last, and put in forth your best effort.
Devois' eyes are lighting up on that play big time from the man from Beaumont. SEC Media Days on tap. Meanwhile, they begin next week in Hoover. Now, the schedule could change, but here is that list of coaches at the podium on July 10th. Coach B, LSU's Ed Orgeron, and Tennessee's Butch Jones. Razorback football hoping to get a call from Thurman Gathers of Kennesaw, Georgia, who's expected to make his college choice known tomorrow. A 6'3" prospect is listed as a defensive end recruit, but he could be a good fit for the 3-4 defense now in the Arkansas system. Now, Gathers is out of the class of 2018, and he made a visit to Arkansas back in June. 77 tackles, 15 sacks. Some of the numbers from Thurman as a junior. Let's get to baseball. Grant Cook getting the start tonight for Team USA on the Collegiate Baseball National Circuit. Cook going 0 for 3, but the Americans jump out to an early advantage. To some of those highlights right now from Durham, North Carolina. Game 2 of a 5-game set against Cuba, and it was Steele Walker striking here with a 2-run blast, and that really got Team USA going in a 5-1 victory tonight down there, or over there, I should say, in Durham, North Carolina. That is sports. Much more coming up tomorrow. Bob, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Drew, thank you very much. And coming up after the break, he takes a final look at your 4th of July forecast.
You know, it's a busy world out there, and that's exactly why you need to be able to trust your vehicles to get us where we want to go. This is Danny Hill at Phil Wright Autoplex, and we're proud to say that you can drive away with confidence in our new Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC from our dealership, knowing that you're driving the finest quality of automobiles in the industry, long-standing experience, and a sincere commitment to our customers. Now that's something that you can put your trust in every day. At Phil Wright Autoplex, 3300 East Main, Russellville.
Join in on the fun and cash in on the deals at the Chevy 4th of July sales event.
This is a fast car.
Enjoy the ride while making no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on these exciting Chevy vehicles. Or for a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months on these 2017 models. Or get 20% below MSRP on 2017 Impala Premier and Sonic LT. Find new roads at the Chevy 4th of July sales event.
How do you want to live? As a decent person? Good husband? Is that it? Good? Of course not. King of the Hill? Better. Top of your game? Win. All powerful. Like a boss. Like a pro. We couldn't agree more. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC with 17% below MSRP on specially equipped 2017 Sierra SLT models. That's nearly $11,000 on this Sierra.
So, moving on to our cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp. Who doesn't love cheddar?
Hope it's not too sharp.
We all love biscuits.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
Well, those two things are what inspired my new butterfly shrimp.
Why do they call it butterfly shrimp?
Because they fly, oh boy, into my mouth. Let's eat.
Hurry in for 8 of my cheddar biscuit butterfly shrimp, new ghost pepper jelly, side, and a biscuit for just $5.99.
This weekend at Denver Mattress, pretty much everything is on sale. Right now, you can save up to $500 on select Tempur-Breeze mattress sets. Stop in for the best of the best at the best prices. Only at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic Elite retailer inside Furniture Row.
This is KARK4 News at 10 in high definition.
All right. Everybody's got something to do tomorrow.
Everybody does, but one of the things you should do, and I'm kind of a history buff, or geek, I guess you could say, read the Declaration of Independence. It's very enlightening.
Great idea. I printed one out earlier.
That's right. It's Independence Day. Make sure you know what you're celebrating. 50% chance of thunderstorms through midday through early afternoon. I think rain chances dropping off tomorrow evening for the fireworks and festivities. Wednesday, 50-50 shot at thunderstorms. Then we're going to dry it out into Friday. Highs in the low to mid-90s. Heat index values around 100 to 105. And then a cold front heads toward the Missouri Ozarks. Doesn't get through Arkansas, but it gets close enough to put those rain chances back in the forecast. So be safe tomorrow. A lot of folks may be hitting the area lakes or rivers. Make sure you exercise a lot of caution if the thunderstorm's nearby. Make sure you take shelter.
Keith, thank you very much. Have a happy 4th of July.
You too.
Had a lot of very high-intensity news the last couple of days. Just want to make sure that you have a happy 4th of July and leave you on that note. Make it a safe one, everybody. Enjoy your friends and family and, of course, your country.
Who more than self? Yeah, country love.
Play to win.